Hey yo, here's Xeno XP. We are back with another stream. Just give me one momento. Hey Mohammed, how's it going? I'm just gonna set this up real quick. We go to Unity and boom. I'm good, man. I'm good. Um, oh man, I'm good. How about you, man? To be honest, I was just getting myself a coffee, making sure I got the stream set up correctly, cause what we are going to be doing right now is we are going to be making games in the first part of the stream, and then the second part of the stream we're going to be going into games. Um, reason why I'm doing this today is because this is for me to basically improve. Well, not improve, but it's just for me. It's just something fun for me to do on stream. You know what I mean? So today I am going into a couple of things. Let me just quickly double check Twitch real quick. Yeah, let me just double check Twitch. Yep, that's in the correct category. Right, okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to go into the game. And we are going to be making... we're actually going to be replacing the trees because I have just about sorted out my Vegetation Studio Pro, which, by the way, trumps anything that Unity does. Out of touch. Yep. The reason why we have this is because, again, I think, if anyone remembers last time, before we had to deal with all of the stupid trees and make sure that the trees had colliders and stuff like that. All of these, I'm going to get rid of, remove. Literally everything. I want to make sure everything runs correctly. Okay, that's kind of weird. Wait. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. I was like, oh, where did all my other stuff go? So, Vegetation Studio Pro kind of makes like things a lot easier to design, like forests. What's the other stuff? It helps with a lot of other stuff as well, but yeah. So the first half of this stream is going to be me making making this game. Let me just right. Okay, remove. Right. So a couple of things to note is we're gonna need to run biomes. So let me see. Oh, this is gonna be nuts. This is all different, so bear with me because it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've done anything with, and it looks like they've changed quite a lot. So terrains, uh, bang. What are you on about? Are you dumb? What does it say here? Terrain collider. So there's one problem already. Oh, this is gonna be a nightmare, isn't it? Oh, it's already got it. It's already got it. We're good. We're good. Right, cameras. All right, let's add the camera. Main camera. Just do that. Yeah, that. Rendering weather. That might be interesting. All right, let's go to biomes. Right, the reason why we go to biomes is because we got to do this. So we go into assets, we make a new folder, we call this biomes, and we make our own biomes. So we got, for now, oh, where, oh my, none of you can see this. Oh, that's mad. I have to find, not that one. Distant lands, no. That's crazy. Alright, I've got to find where, thingy is. Not import, create. Is it not here? Yo, that's actually crazy. It's not legacy, no. UI toolkit, no. Bro, what the This is what I mean. I ain't done this in ages. This is why I really hate doing this at times. Right. Shortcuts. Note systems. Create data packet. There we are. Oh, okay, so they've done it in here this time. Right, vegetation package pro. Let's do no texture biome because we don't need one. We're going to call this forest. We are going to put this in fantasy forest. We're not going to have any textures because we don't need textures. We've already basically sorted that out. So what we're going to do now is go back into Vegetation System Pro. Bang. Fantasy Forest. Calling it Forest. Nice. Now, if I remember correctly, edit items. Yes. Add vegetation item. Right, this is what we got to do. Oh, that's still a bit hot. Accidentally drank a bit too much there. Anyway, what we do now is we add the grass because what we're going to do is we're going to have certain biomes, say around here, and it's going to have grass, trees. I'm not too sure about bushes right now. I'm just going to add the simple trees and bushes and various amount of them. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Right, so if we go into let's see what's here. If we go into environments, the grass is fine, I think, to be honest. Right, so we'll do grass, that type of grass, and that type of grass. Then we go into trees. Right, so we're gonna have trees like this. Tree. We could even have some of these. Right, so we're going to leave that at the basics. Now we're going to go straight into... We're going to go into the hierarchy now. We're going to right click up here. We're going to call this... We're going to do a new game object. We're going to call this biomes. So we know exactly where all of our stuff is. I know I've got a load of stuff in my thing as it is. These actually need to go into environment because that is part of the environment. Now, technically speaking, all of these are the environment, but I'm going to go up to here and then I'm going to go stick that into environment so it clears up all of that. Now go in here, create empty. Oh, no. Create empty. I'm going to call this forest. because what we want to do here is we want to go add component, biome. I can't remember exactly. I think it's this one. Mask name, and we're gonna call this forest. You go to default. No. Fantasy forest. Now I'm just trying to think where all of these splines are. Default. Oh, insert node. Click. Right, okay, so if we're going to cover this area, one there, one there, one there. See how already the thing's already building? One there. We might even have to do this actually. Okay, so as you can see, it's obviously way too much. There's obviously way too much. But we will sort that out in a minute. We might want to sort that out now, actually. Because, as you can see, the performance is going to die. Right, if we move that along there, and then do that. Oh, blimey, look at that, man. It's obviously a lot to render, because, again, we don't want this amount of... I mean, you got mix of grass. There's way too many trees in there, for one thing. You don't want that many trees. There's probably like thousands in there. So what you want to do is go to biomes. Oh no, wrong one. You want to go to Vegetation Studio Pro. Right, we need to set... We need to set a, I forgot what, spawning. Density. Right, so that's just changing the seed. We don't care about that. Local density. As you can see, that changes how much you have of one thing. So what we want to do is we want to same to this, because I mean the thing is with a lot of grass. So the tricks that I know of are the simple ones, right? You don't want too much grass where a load of trees are, and you don't want too many trees where too much grass is. Because if you have too much grass and you have too much trees in the same place as what you just seen, it will lag. It will lag. And also you got to remember there's different types of rendering for trees. Now, I'm gonna be honest, we might be able to add a few more trees in there, but the reason why I'm gonna keep it as it is for now is because I wanna do this. I wanna be able to... I just wanna be able... I think, to be honest, this looks better than the way it was done before, because... Alright, let's turn off the grid, because the grid is annoying. Hold up. Where's... No, that's it. So yeah, there we go. Wait. There we go. That's what we need. Right, so Now, if we do this, go bang, bang. Right. What I do like about this new one is that I can actually add more nodes. I can actually add nodes, sorry. The previous version, you can do it, but they give you like four points to start with. Whereas this, you can start your points wherever. I kind of admit I do actually like that better. What I'm gonna do real quick, actually. You know what I'm gonna do, guys? I'm gonna add some music because I don't want you guys to be like listening to literally nothing. I'm just gonna put my own songs on, man. All right, give me a second, guys. What's this? Oh, that's me in the back. No, man. All right, what's this? Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go play with. Right. Sorry, I'm just sorting out the music. Do you know what? I should have done this a long time ago. If people don't like the music, I'm sorry, but I do need to work on some music for streams. So that's something that I will be getting onto. I don't know. I'm hoping soon. Soon. Right, I need to go to backup. Now, if I go to so I'm gonna have different. I'm gonna have all my other songs playing. I'm gonna have all my other songs playing. Right. So I'm gonna go here. Go application. We're gonna call this mute. We're gonna call this BGM, and then I'm gonna turn that down. Hope that sounds good for you guys. Once I get music going for this game, I'll be using that instead for the stream because it would make sense. But this is stuff that I basically made. We've nearly pushed that up a bit. Alright, let's spread that over there. But yeah, we're gonna be doing different biomes for the different parts of the game. Or should I say different parts of the like different sides of the path because it'll be easier. with that point actually, I will need to redo this and call this a swamp. But I'll probably, like, after I've set this up, I'm gonna test to make sure that the colliders are in. If they're not, I might have to bake it. Okay, so there is a problem here because do you know what? Who cares? Who cares? It is literally just a frickin' let me grab this. Boom. Okay, right. So what we want to do here, grab that. Oh no. Grab that. Pin that right over there. Same to that. And build this all around the swamp area. This way. You know what? That, if we add a few more trees, that'll be close to a forest. Man, I can't wait till like I get onto the gameplay for this game. This is gonna take me probably about, I don't know. It shouldn't take me that long. Oh yeah, I just remembered I gotta redo that. I don't know how well this song would even fit for this game. People are probably gonna be like, what the hell is this game? What are you doing? I should actually say what kind of game this is. So, if you can see... Oh, no you can't. Hold on. I'm gonna move my head, well, move my cam over this way. I don't even think you guys can see, no. Oh, I'm gonna move myself back over. Because the main things that you guys need to see is the project file. Don't get me wrong, yeah, okay, I'm using assets, but you know what, yeah. I can't model to save my life. They say, oh yeah, but you should learn to do it on your own. Yeah, but guess what? You play to your strengths in your spare time, then you know, learn all the stuff that you need. But for now, I just want to make a game that's fun. That's all I care about right now. Once I've done this, then I'll learn how to do things on my own. But you know what, like, the problem with making games on your own, it gets hard, man. It gets really, really difficult. Depends on what kind of game you're making as well. This kind of game is going to be nuts. For even me to do, this is going to be nuts. If YouTube copyright me for my own songs, we're gonna have problems. We're gonna have problems. Sometimes this is annoying. Sometimes. Alright, let's move that over there. You know what? I'm gonna leave that like that for a reason. let's have a look. Did we cover? No. Right, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go on test to make sure. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to edit the sound of this as well. But look at that. That actually looks better than before, man. Look at the FPS. 100 FPS, and that's inside the editor. That means it's gonna be even better when it's outside of the game engine. Okay, so there is a collider. It's not a good one, but it's a collider nonetheless. Yeah, so you can collide with the trees. Nice. And the grass is still pretty tall. Man, this is going to be an interesting game, this is. Not just based on the freaking vegetation, but that's going to be the next thing on the list, is implementing gameplay. Gameplay that is going to be fun. And then after implementing like the character skills and stuff like that, I'll be moving on to the AI. I say we move on to doing a biome for the swamp now. So, as you guys can see, there's a reason why I use the tools that I do. It makes my job easier to create things like this. Right? Do you know how long? Do you know what? I actually spoke to a guy. And I said, how long would it take me to make Sims without assets? The guy said, probably about 10 years, maybe. I was like, okay, so if I was to make Sims with assets, how long would that take? He was just like, maybe about a year or so. He's like, you do realise Sims 2... Wait, I think it was Sims 2. He was just like, you do realise Sims 2 used... I think he said DAS 3D or something. I was like, what? I was like, no way. He's like, yeah. It's just like, I was one of the developers who worked on one of the what did he work on? And he said he worked on one of the DLCs for Sims. He said, yeah, no, they used DAS 3D. I was just like, that's interesting. I was just like, I didn't even know that. I'm like, oh yeah, this is one of my new songs, by the way. We can actually do one over here as well. This is going to be more interesting to do. I don't care about the Invector thing. I might have to download Invector again and re-import it. Right, time to go to biomes. Window. Awesome technologies. And by the way, this dude has also left. I don't know where he's gone to. I was talking to someone about it. I was thinking, because I was on the Awesome Technologies Discord. I was just like, what happened to Vegetation Studio Pro? Is it still going? They were like, yeah, but the developers left. No one knows where he is. I'm like, fuck, that doesn't sound good enough. Right, we're gonna call this Swamp. Cool, sweet. Alright, done that. That, I ain't even gonna lie. That is probably one of, I haven't released this song yet, so I will like as soon as I sort this song out, it's gonna get a music video, and I'm gonna release this on my YouTube channel, man. One of my favorite pieces of work, this one, man. But anyway, swamp. Get out of my swamp. Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. Bro, where's the pirate stuff? Okay, so I'm not entirely sure. I know what stuff to put, but what's this actually? Is this vines? Seaweed. I don't think sugarcane goes in the swamp, you know. That might. Tree. Tree. I'm just trying to think, what else would you have in a swamp? I might leave that as it is and just basically, yeah, do you know what? We're gonna leave that as it is. Alright, it's already on that. Cool. Right, so we're gonna do another one. Call this swamp. Add component. Yep. Call this swamp. Where is it? Swamp. Right. Now. Bomb. 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 Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to, as you can see, let me turn off the light in a minute. It's just getting in my way. Alright. While some parts look cool, other parts don't. And you know something? Do you know what? I might leave some of those up, you know. Hey, it's going alright. What about you? Let me just sort this real quick. Do you know what? We're gonna do it this way. And then if I do this, no. Okay, right, what I am going to do as well is I'm actually going to move this up this way because, again, while it looks cool, I don't want anything to mess about with that area. So what I'm going to do Jesus. Okay. I'm not entirely sure. I might have to figure out a way that it doesn't interfere with like buildings and stuff, so I might have to look into the documentation. Oh, what am I doing? Right. Go boom. Will you be adding music? I'll be doing music for it, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm just gonna move this over this way. I'll be doing custom music for it. I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna use. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. Composed. Yeah. Some of this music won't fit. In fact, I don't think any of it will, but I don't know. Only one way to find out, really, but... Right now, I wanna... Right, I wanna edit this real quick. So I'm gonna go into the spawning. If I go into the spawning of... Okay, so how deep is this water? Really deep. Okay, so as you can see here, that's actually pretty... Okay. If I lessen the load of this, then lessen the load of this... Okay, now if I go to swamp, now we should be able to, are you kidding me? What the hell? I think if you get some of the things you've already done, yeah, it might be. Might be. But like I said, I'm not entirely sure because I'm still, because it's going to be like a cyberpunky... Well, alright, let's be real. So when we actually look at the game right now... Right, this is going to be a bit wrong. I've already got tons of stuff to do with the lighting, the post-processing. Post-processing is it's a bit too bright in some areas. But to be honest, I think it's probably when we go to play it, because I'm going to go and test it now. Alright, so let's go and have a look. Yeah, the music would not fit in this game. And I'm glad that I'm not using the sound from the game engine, because Jesus Christ, it is actually quite loud. Right, so as you can see, the colliders work with that. Now we go down here. So I don't obviously want, I'm going to be honest, I don't want the character to collide with everything here, because like, for example, these things here, they're not supposed to be collided with. But it does look pretty cool when you're going through. So this area here is going to be no man's land. When I've sorted out, like, once I've done like the biomes for certain places like this is going to be all foggy. And there'll be like things that you'll have to fight over here. and the obvious. This is going to be a place where you enter a dungeon. By the way, I've got an idea for how I want the dungeons to play. So there's different dungeons that you'll come across in this game, and how I want them played is that, or how I want them played out is that every time you go into the dungeon, it should be randomly generated every time you go in there. So it's not this, because I don't want every dungeon being the same dungeon, and because there's only going to be a few dungeons, I want to basically randomize everything. That is kind of how I want to play them. So it's going to be a mini dungeon crawly, mini open world kind of game. Because at the moment you can literally go anywhere. Like right now, right. Let me. This is. I'm not even gonna lie. This is actually quite long. Coming to think of it. I'm actually thinking, like, because it's like part cyberpunk, I'm thinking about adding, like, not quite vehicles, but like I'm thinking about like adding like a hoverboard or something. But I just don't want to like go out of scope for the game. Like in 6 months, I want to release a demo. But obviously, I'll only release a demo once. Once all the main mechanics are in the game, I want to release a demo. That's basically how I'm gonna do it. But 6 months is my sort of like, I want to add a deadline. But yeah, so I have to admit, obviously this bit looks a bit plain. And don't get me wrong, this is like a mini village. There's a reason it's this small, and there's I can think of many lore reasons as to why this is like a swampy sort of area. So that's, I've kind of got an idea of how I want the story to go. But theoretically, or I should say theoretically, I've got certain things already mapped out. So like, let me see, I can't remember. Is it over this way? There's like a mini city over here as well. So there will be different camps that you'll come across. Some will be hostile, some will be passive. I have to say, that actually looks pretty cool. You know what? Like the colors are quite fine. I would say that is quite bright, but I mean, I'm pretty sure I can fix that. Alright, so over here is where you enter the big main city. This is going to be the last place that I'm going to level design. But I'm going to design that after I do all the like randomized dungeons. But again, once, my thinking right now is get the abilities and stuff, stats and whatever for the character done. Once I've done all of that, then I'll move on to the AI. Once I move on to the AI, then I'll do all the randomized dungeons, because then everything will be done. And it sounds as simple as that, but literally, I think, to be honest, once the dungeons are done, I would say that the game is near enough done. Well, actually, no, because I'd have to do the dialogue. Dialogue is going to be... I might do the dialogue after the dungeons. But yeah, okay, right, let's move on and do the vault. Don't accidentally press it twice. No. God damn it. Right. Yeah, cool. Right, so the next thing, I need to add, probably, yeah, I'm going to do one over here. So let's do another biome. Let's go with set, and let's call this forest. Add component, yep. Default. Call this forest. Okay. Right. Add that there. Right. I just hope that yeah, there we go. Jesus, what the f... What are you doing? No, man. Alright. There we go. Nearly all done. Don't care about process, that's all. But yeah, so this is what I'm going to be doing for a while. It's just basically making sure that the level does that well. The vegetation design is already there. This is pretty much simple, like, again, this is one of the reasons why I promote getting tools. If anyone's interested in doing like game design and stuff, I would always say, especially if you're doing it solo, get yourself, if you can, save up for the tools, whatever game engine you're going to go in, invest in that. The reason why I'm still in Unity, even though Unity, yes, has a really bad business idea, or has really bad business plans, is because I've still got tools that I rely on inside the engine. So, hey, however you pronounce that, hope all is well. Actor. I'm just going to call you Actor. Hope all is well. Right, so the next bit is going to be this bit. So yeah, like, I know it's shiny around here, but this is just the editor. It's kind of annoying if you ask me. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now, so as you can see, there's quite a lot of arrows going around, but we're gonna have to do a really massive area over here as well. That's gonna be interesting. Once I've sorted out the forests, I'm gonna like tweak with a few settings of the spawning. See if I can add a few more trees here and there. So I think, to be honest, I think it could do with a few more trees, especially in like areas like this. Probably do another forest again. Yeah. Around here is gonna be nuts. This is gonna be, that bit's gonna be tight. That bit I might just add like game objects and just leave it like that. For this area, it should be fine. To be honest, I think as long as I can add like, I mean, I might not even need a occlusion culling or whatever it is, just because that you only ever use occlusion culling or whatever it's called if your game is like very badly optimized. And I mean, technically speaking, I've also got to be careful because I don't want certain things to... I need to figure out how to stop players from going off the map. That's the other thing that I'm going to have to do. Because there will be some players that'll be like, I'm going to test to see if I can go anywhere. But that, I can leave that till later. Alright, next part. I'm going to do another forest around here actually. So wait. Don't know why I did that. But I did that, right? Actually, do you know what? I'm going to do this bit. That makes more sense. Alright, call this forest. But yeah, I hope everyone's enjoying the stream so far. Don't get me wrong, I know all we're doing right now is just trees and vegetation and yeah, it's, you know, it is what it is, but Fantasy Forest. Right, now if we do this, one there, one there, one there. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, this is going to be nuts. Okay, I think actually I can just do this. Straight over there. Yep, that's fine. That is fine. There we go. So yeah. Just move everything by the edge. And I think we're done. That's how easy it is. Oh. That's how easy it is to use Vegetation Studio Pro. Now, again, understand I'm using Vegetation Studio Pro. I'm using the hold up. What version is this? I forgot what they even called this one. I think it's Vegetation Studio Pro something. I think it's Beyond. I think that's what they called it. Because it's not the original devs on this anymore. It's the I'd say it's more of a community thing. They've actually revived the project, which thankfully they did, because this is such a great tool. Again, without this tool, it's actually harder to do vegetation, especially like this. Right, so I've already done this bit. I'm going to leave this bit because I'm going to do like a small like desert thing around here. And I'm going to try and figure out this area. Okay. think around this area I can do. Yeah, I can do this area. Right. So we're gonna do another biome. Gonna call this forest again. Kind of want to get all this sorted. How long has it been? An hour, Jesus. An hour in, and we're still doing vegetation. I know if you watched back before, I already had the vegetation already in, but again, this is a bit more optimized than the other way. Plus, I can design this the way I want. So if we do one over there, one in that corner, one right there. Oh wait. One straight over there. Oh. Go. Yo, Red Aspect, how's it going? What's up? Sheesh. Yep, so that's all done. This is game dev. Well, this is my form of game dev. I wouldn't say every other game developer does the same thing. I could be wrong, you know. For all we know, game studios like Activision and stuff, they might use similar like tools, but they would have probably made their own to make things easier on the level designers. So what I'm doing right now is just basically level design. I've already designed everything, so doing good. Just ordered some. Oh, I need to actually A&W. What's that? Never heard of that. Then again, I'm English, so it's. Do you know what? Yeah. I might be able to get away with this. You know? Yeah, I can. Oh, it's a burger place. Nice, man. Not even gonna lie, I feel like ordering something, but I can't because I ain't got money. Plus, I'm still waiting for. I'm actually waiting for a delivery. A fridge. Alright, let's go. Right, I think that is sorted. This is actually slowly becoming an actual, like, proper, like, island. So, by the way, this game is pretty big, coming to think of it. I didn't even think how big it was. I thought, oh, this is only going to be like a small island. It'll probably take me about, say, 10-20 minutes to, like, cover the whole... to run from one part of the island to another. But that's... you know... I just have to make sure I've got all the content sorted. Which, like I said, isn't going to be that difficult to a degree. It's just going to take a long time. I've already figured out, so when I do these dungeon places, they're going to be randomized dungeons. That way, number one, the same dungeon should be like done in the, like if you go into the dungeon once and you play through it, it shouldn't be the same the second time around. That is kind of how I'm hoping that to be. Reason being, I'm going to include it in the lore as well. There's going to be a reason why in the lore, and there's going to be a reason why in gameplay. Just because I can only do a certain amount of dungeons, and I'm not going to sit here and handcraft every single dungeon. It's going to be difficult. And technically, random procedural generation should really be done like technically small teams, in my opinion. I think that if you do procedural generation, if you implement it in a good way, I think it can be used for good things. Unlike Bethesda, oh yeah, it's all procedurally generated. Yeah, you should procedurally generate your dungeons, my friends. All the dungeons are the same in Starfield, man. They need to sort that, and they can easily... Okay, I don't want to make it sound like it's actually easy, but technically speaking, for them it should be easy. Every dungeon that they generate should be procedurally generated with multiple different things. Okay, right. But yeah. You know what? It's actually funny. I've been listening to a lot of pirate software. And, yeah, I know he recommends making small games. But to be fair, like, I've already made my small game a long time ago. I'm not saying this is an excuse to make a really big game. I'm not even trying to make a big game. This might be an accident. I don't know how big this game is going to be. But it is going to be one of my biggest games. It is going to be my... probably what... Do you know what? Yeah, no, this is going to be my biggest game. Technically speaking, Point Celeste was my biggest game. Problem with Point Celeste is it was a bit too ambitious. Space games are incredibly hard to make. I ain't even gonna lie. I've tried making them. You know what is also hard about making space games? The level design. Yeah, you can make it different, but bro, level designing space is like, you have to really think about what you're doing, because like, if you look at space, there ain't really much out there apart from asteroids and things like that. But even you look at space and you look at a game, you look at all the space games, and then you look at all the planets. When you go onto the planet, it's all full of stuff, full of content. The only thing that you would technically encounter in space is, like I said, asteroids, other like suns, planets, and things like that. Maybe you'll get like a few like ships here and there. Maybe a alien. Do you know what? That's something I really wanted in Starfield, man. You know what? They've even added it into the game. Heat leeches. I was full on expecting, oh, yep, I might end up getting a heat leech on my ship, so I better go and check all the spaces, you know what I mean? None of that stuff happens. They had. This is what I mean by Bethesda. I still like the game, but I'm just saying, they have so many good ideas, but they missed the mark so many times with that game. And I still think Emil needs to pull his head out of his backside and actually get your design document going, man. Make sure people are actually working on our game design document. Make sure that your stories actually intertwine with each other and they flow, not stitch them all together with a bad threading needle. Shouldn't be doing that. Writers should really communicate with one another as well. That's all I'm saying. That's almost like being in a band. That's almost like being in a band and let everyone go and record their own parts and then come together and play. No, 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 no. We're not doing that. I don't know any band who, I mean, if that works for them, that's one lucky band because that never happens. There probably is a band that has done that. And by the way, I don't mean like writing the same track separate. Obviously, you're gonna record the tracks separately for multiple reasons. Some bands can actually get away with doing that, like recording all in the same room. But it's whatever works for them. But I can guarantee you that they're still talking to each other and they're still trying to write a piece. You don't do that in games, or you don't write separate stuff in games and in a band. It's just stupid. It's gonna conflict, like it does in Starfield a lot of the times. Don't get me wrong, there's some really good quests in Starfield, but they're few and far between. But yeah. Don't get me wrong, I could completely mess up the writing of this game. But, I mean, I'm solo. But then again, I've also written a few stories before, so I should be technically fine. As long as I keep things simple on my end, and I know exactly what I'm trying to achieve. That's all that really matters, technically. Do you know what? I'm actually thinking. No, I don't want to add too many styles to this game. I was thinking about adding like a Western kind of like thing. But yeah, I don't want to add too many different themes to the game. Alright, let's move that over there. So yeah, what I'm doing right now, guys, is I'm still just getting all of the vegetation sorted. Basically redoing the vegetation, but this time Vegetation Studio Pro takes care of it. There we go. Right, I think I can actually go. You know what? You look at the place from here. If we just click on that. Oh, that's so annoying. I just remembered. Let me just disable this. No! You know what? I'm just gonna go in and play the game. I just want to see what the forest actually looks like from this place over here. Alright. No. Okay, so the other thing as well is I did add like little rivers and stuff like that. I do want to add a bit more detail to the terrain. But I might have to get a few. I might have to go back and get some reference material and whatnot. But yeah, this should be. I'm hoping to get this working with a controller. I mean, it can because I'm using embark. So yes, I'm using embark as character controller, but I've had to make the decision because I was just like, you know what? I was gonna make my own controller, but I'm like. When you make your own character controller, there's a few problems. that you're gonna come into, and it's kind of one that I was just like, do you know what? Maybe if I want people to be able to play with a controller, I'd have to think about how to do it, and it would take me longer. But that's not what I worry about. It's more about like quality. I can probably make better quality character controllers with using an asset than me scripting it from scratch. Okay, that actually looks pretty cool. If you look at things like this, that actually looks pretty cool. Now, the other thing that I want to test, because they have colliders on them. Boom. It does look like... Yeah, look. It actually hits some of the colliders, and it doesn't actually come through. Which, by the way, Funcom had trouble with for 4 years. It took us 4 years to fix the rain coming through the roof. One session. To be honest, it depends on how you have your rain as well set up. If you have your rain set up, like for example, if the rain is only based around the player, which it usually technically is, but technically speaking, Conan is a freaking multiplayer game. I don't know how they have their rain, but however they set it up was kind of stupid. But yeah, so even if you look, once we set up all of the trees and stuff, this is going to look even better, man. But yeah, I know technically speaking, I'm not really looking to make the game look great right now. That isn't my goal anyway. My goal right now is just to set up the vegetation and then worry about the looks later. But I just want to set up the vegetation so I can start on the gameplay. Alright, I'm gonna work on the small little bits later. I want to work on the big parts, like maybe this. Yeah, I could do all of that. Then I've got all of this to do. That's a pretty big part. We've got quite a lot of parts to do. And that's not even to mention this part. Which, by the way, we are going to... I think when we get to around here is when the trees are going to start changing. Because this is... Like, if no one's seen the level design of this is like the Japanese part, or the... What do you call it? It's more like Asian, if that makes sense. But to be honest, I really do like the whole Japanese kind of thing, the whole Japanese vibe. I don't know why, but I've always wanted to play like a Japanese game. That is still so bright. But bear in mind, this isn't because of... it isn't like that in the actual game. I actually need to test out the weather system and stuff like that. We're not going to do that right now, though. Oh my god. Even more forests. This is probably going to take a while. But bear in mind, this is going to be the first part of the stream. The second part of the stream is going to be Dragons Dogma, because I love that game. Down to see forest. And then go one over there. One over there. And then we do boom. Boom. move that. Over a bit, down, over a bit more. Yeah, look at that. See? Easy design. Easy to design all these places. And don't forget, I've got to go in and I've got to sort out the spawning of the trees. I don't know. I think to be honest, if I look at this objectively, I think. Oh, let me move that. That's kind of annoying. I think there is probably enough trees there. If I'm being honest, like, there are so many trees. I could add a few more. I could tweak it to, like, so that there's at least a few more trees in the mix. I'm not gonna have like stones and stuff. I might have like small stones like being placed around, but to a degree it is lazy, but it depends on how you view this right now. Like, you could see this as being like lazy design because it's like, oh, but you're not really like painting the terrain. But then the other way you gotta look at it is, look how much grass there is. Yeah, you could paint that. You could paint the trees, but what if I want it randomized? To be honest, some people would actually place trees as if, like, each placement has meaning. I don't like that. I don't know. I don't like that idea. I remember someone saying, oh, no, you gotta place trees where it makes... I know you gotta place trees where it makes sense, but it's like, they were saying, yeah, but each placement of the tree has to be... There's a reason why that tree is placed there. And I'm like, no. There's certain reasons why you place certain things in certain places. Yes, I agree with that, but not every single freaking tree. That is going over the top. More forests. You know, I was kind of debating to do this yesterday, but I was just like, nah, I'm too tired. After that stream, I was just like, yeah, I've got editing to do. I've got all. Oh yeah, and I've got to do. I've got a. What's it called? Coming to think of it, I've actually got to push out a couple of videos for the rest of this week. Okay, so we can't do much around this rock, but I'm going to push my luck a bit. But yeah, I understand some people hate Unity. Fine. Personally, I don't really care. It's just like, I just want to use up the tools that I've got right now while Unity is still going. Even if this is going to be my last game in Unity, I am looking at moving to Godot. A lot of people are saying, oh, but Unreal Engine is... Oh, don't even get me started with Unreal Engine. Someone was comparing Cyberpunk's graphics to frickin' Avatar. And I'm like, stop. They were like, but they use Unreal Engine 5. And I'm like, that doesn't mean it looks better. Shut up. I'm like, are you kidding me? Just because someone uses Unreal Engine 5 does not automatically... You know, there was a stigma a while back when people were like, oh, well, when people make games in Unity, they look bad. You know why they used to look bad in Unity? Because they didn't put any effort into it. most games that I've actually seen on the market with Unity, none of them have used post-process. None of them have used none of them have actually used other tools to actually make the game look better. Unity is the best. I wouldn't say it's the best engine, because there is no such thing as the best engine. Every engine has its own purpose. For example, what was that game? Kenshi, a really good RPG. Yeah, I think it's classed as an RPG. They use the guy that made that did his own game engine. It's only now he's actually moving to Unreal Engine 5. But I think the reason why a lot of people are moving to Unreal Engine 5 is, number one, Unity messed up. For indie games, I'm gonna be honest. Any engine is good, depending on what you want out of your game, is the best engine for you and that product. Because I still wouldn't say for indie games, because if you think about it, No Man's Sky is we can argue that No Man's Sky isn't technically indie. I mean, it is, in the sense that it was made by an indie company, but because they got funding from Sony, it's not really indie. Because Sony are... even though Hello Games is... Hold on. Let me go and make sure that this is even correct. No Man's Sky. I'm pretty sure they got funding from Sony. So even though on Steam, yes, they are the publisher and yes, they are the developer, because No Man's Sky was actually made on Unity. But don't... Okay, when they say also it's made in Unity, remember that they're probably not using the public version that every other indie developer is using. It is most likely modified. I don't know if you can class as what I'm doing is modifying the engine. I think it is. I don't really know what you class as like modifying the engine, but I'm just saying, like, Unreal Engine 5 is a good engine, but it has its problems. Same as Unity. Unity has its own problems as well. Don't get me wrong. But Unity as a game engine is a pretty good engine still. I just think that people are sleeping on it because of the recent drama that they got into. Which, to be honest, they should never have got into it. They should never have gone down that path in the beginning. It was stupid to do something like, oh yeah, we're gonna charge for every install. Are you dumb? Like, how are you gonna do that? You end up running indies into the freaking ground. Stupid. You don't do that. I understand you might need money, but there's better ways of doing that. If you want money from your developers, for one, actually develop that networking engine or whatever it is that they're trying to do. They ain't even developed networking in their engine. Which reminds me, does Unreal Engine have its own networking solution? I might have to look into that. No. But yeah, I would agree that Unity is a really good engine. Don't get me wrong. Great engine. Great engine. Because not only can you do 2D, you can also do 3D. You can even sort out the lighting in the 2D. You can pretty much do anything you want in Unity. I agree. But also, I've seen people complain about like the most people who complain about Bethesda's game engine, the creation engine, silly, absolutely silly. And people be like, "What do you mean?" I remember talking to this guy who's just like, oh yeah, but when you come across game engines that have limitations, I'm like, the creation engine doesn't have limitations. That's not the problem with Starfield. Everyone has come out and been like, no, it's the game engine that is ruining Starfield. And I'm just sat here like, are you dumb? I'm like, you either don't know what a game engine does, or you're just saying it because everyone else is saying it. That is not the issue that Starfield is having. People talk about like bugs and functionality and stuff. The only problems that you would have as a game engine, I mean, there's quite a few. Like right now, I think I would actually say Unreal Engine 5. Unreal Engine has always had performance issues. If you take games like Ark, for example, games like Ark, even Conan Exiles, made in Unreal Engine, not 5, but Unreal Engine. I'm talking about Unreal Engine games now. A lot of them have performance issues. Now, that could be to do with implementation, that could be to do with anything. I'm not saying it's the engine as a whole, but I just think that right now, that either a lot of developers are getting into like game dev and are forgetting about optimization. Don't get me wrong, I like things to be optimized myself. I like to make sure I figure out what's not optimized, what is optimized and stuff like that. Right, I think that's actually done, so we're going to be able to move on actually. Right, after I'm going to try and do all of this bit. I want to do the rest of this, and then over here we're going to do different trees and stuff. Do you know what? In my opinion, like, I need to sort out my music, man. Technically speaking, calm would have been better because we're doing a lot of level design, but I just didn't want it to be boring. Alright, so yeah, I'll do a desert thing over there in a minute. I just want to finish up the forest parts. The foresty parts need to be finished, so let me have a look. Yeah, I think I'll do this. Alright, another one. Hold on, let me just double check. All Unreal games kind of look let's have a look. Right. Let me just change the window real quick. Let's find a different Ark game. Right, Ark. And now we look at Conan Exiles. Conan Exiles. These are both Unreal Engine games. don't know. I wouldn't say all of them have. I wouldn't say they all look the same. There are some like that though, but the same can be said for Unity, you know. It just depends on the level of, you know, development as well. But I kind of understand. To a degree as well. I mean, technically Funcom did try, I suppose, to do the same thing as Ark, but they did it all wrong. One thing I will say about Conan is it does have a better character controller and it does feel better than Ark. Ark feels a bit stiff, so if we go back. Ark feels better if you're in first person, in my opinion, but then I don't know. Like, that's when I last played it. But I will say the details are a bit better in Ark. The details, I think, are better in Ark. And I would say Ark is a bit more optimized than Conan. People will probably call me mad for saying that, but bro, look. This is how you know. Somebody plays 100. In fact, hold up. I'm just trying to find. Look. This is how you know. More optimized, and some of these servers have mods. Conan Exiles servers. Let's go to the top servers. Go to players. Look how many there's less players. Which version of Unity am I? I am on one of the LTS versions, the 2022. 2022.3.15 F1. That's the version of Unity that I'm using currently. Because LTS is usually always better. More stable. I don't know if the 2021 version is better. I don't know. I just used whatever the latest LTS version was and decided to run with that. But yeah. Wait, 2022? What the hell? What did they do with the 2023 then? What the f... Hold up. Bro, are you kidding me? How is 2023 in beta? Are you Unity, work on your stuff. It's 2024. They were supposed to... How are you working on 2023 and 2024? Alright, anyway. Fantasy Forest. Right, one over there. Right, if I move that over there. No. Move this. But yeah, are you working on anything inside of Unity? Do you know what? I think one day I will be doing a, what do you call it? Do you know what? I might even be able to get away with doing this. Stuff it. Let's do it. That might be bad. Actually, come to think of it. Yeah, do you know what? That might be fine. Yeah, that might be fine. Right, we can move on. I can probably do a mini one over here. That might actually work. And then I can do. Actually, I'll probably work on this one over here. Think. So that'll be like 2, 3, 4. Don't think so. Wait, what do you mean? Let me make another forest. Once I've done this, then I can move on and do the other bit. Bro, I've been like doing this for like 2 hours. I didn't realize how long this would actually take. Oh, the road covered in grass. Yeah, you might be right there, actually. Coming to think of it, it does cover a lot. Yeah, you know what? Even if it's just a little bit, I think it's fine. It looks fine. Yeah, I think it looks a bit better now. Alright, so I suppose I could do the other side. But that's going to be a pain. That's going to be a pain. I think as long as there's grass on the other side, it should be fine. But yeah. Bro, I was half tempted. I don't know. I mean, technically speaking, I could paint a hole going through to the other side and just doing like rocks underneath. I don't know, man. I don't want to mess it up right now. I think I'm gonna leave that for next time when I actually get in and mess around with it. All right, I'm gonna work on the other side. Already done that. Okay, I'm gonna do that just in case. Right, so that's another cave. That's another dungeon, by the way. I ain't even gonna lie. There we go. Alright. Bro, there's not even that many trees here. I think you should make... Wait. Make a basic area first, then fine-tune it. Yeah, that's basically what I'm kind of doing. That's why I'm basically going around making all the vegetation. Once I've done all the vegetation, then I can go in and because I've basically what do you call it? I've basically sectioned everything off. So even though yes, I've basically gone in and made a lot of areas basic. I just want to cover everything in vegetation for now, and then basically once I've done all of the areas in vegetation, then I'm gonna move on, do the gameplay, whatever. And after I've done the AI and things like that, then I'll go in and do the level design completely, and go in to every single village one by one, and then I'm gonna fine tune everything. That is basically what I'm gonna do. But yeah. Right, I think I can do another... Yeah, I'm gonna go and do another forest, and then... I'm leaving all these areas for now, because they're very tiny. But yeah, once I've done all of that, then... Literally, all of this is done. I just need to do the desert biome, but I'm gonna do the desert biome after this. Well, when I go in and do this biome, I'll do the desert biome as well. Alright, so now I just want to do this one. But yeah, that is my plan. So, in terms of gameplay, like, I'm looking at doing, like, certain abilities, guns and things that well, because I'm using Invector, it kind of makes everything easy. Plus the items, the inventory system would have been a pain to do. But that doesn't bother me. Okay, right, let's... I'll sort out that bit later. But yeah, so oh my days, are you kidding? Alright, add that there so I can move this down. I can do this. Jesus. There we are. Right, if I can just... Yeah, there we go. Do you know what? Yeah, I can actually edit all of this bit with just actually. I don't want it too. That wouldn't make sense. Add that. There we are. That'll be fine. That looks better. Can't lie, it looks better than what it did before, so it's fine. It's fine. Alright, now I'm gonna do probably, actually I'm gonna do that bit last. Same as this bit. Same as that actually. Right, let's have a look. I think this is fine. I'm probably just gonna add like a little bit there. The little bits we'll do later. I just want to do all the big parts, so all of that is all out of the way. Right, let's have a look. I think this bit. Yeah, I'm gonna do this, then this, then this bit. And then, wait, if I do that bit, that's pretty much all covered anyway. Cool. Right, so I'm going to do this bit now. But yeah, I'm just doing it bit by bit for now. And, yeah, we're going to just do it like that. Then that way, once I've done, I think to be honest, once I've done the vegetation, I'm going to move on and take a break and play some, what's it called? Dragons Dogma. But yeah, this is basically what I do on Sundays now. Is I just want to use the Sunday first half of it doing game dev. Even though I do game dev on other days as well, try and make sure that everything is prepared for today. I have to be honest and say that even though yes, bro, push that inward, move that up. Wait. Okay, cool. Why are you doing that, man? Right, there we go. Do you know what? I might actually be able to do this. Nope. Nope. What are you doing? There we go. That'll do. Right. Add that there so I can move this. And then, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the best level designer, but this actually doesn't look too bad, you know. But yeah, I've made other, well, to be fair, I have made other games in the past. So I have learnt from my level design. However, I will be doing a you always need references, and the problem is I don't use references. This is all from the dome. This is legit all from the dome. I would not recommend doing that. Cheers, man. Cheers for the compliment. Don't get me wrong, I do have to say, like, oh my god, what the well, we can say that someone bombed this pit. I didn't realize that was like that, to be honest. But then again, it's not a bug, it's a feature, guys. That's got to be part of the lore. When you come over here and you speak to one of the guards or something, you can ask, what happened here? Oh yeah, some guy threw a bomb and made a massive ditch there. No, I'm joking. That would actually be funny. I ain't even gonna lie, that would actually be funny. But yeah, I think, to be honest, like, you seen worse than this? Yeah, same. I ain't gonna lie, like, again, like, I started my journey off learning to program. I know I'm using assets that already have things programmed for me. I know it's technically kind of lazy, but I mean, bro, doing things on your own is, like, so damn difficult these days. And I ain't gonna lie, my hand is not in the best condition. Or hands. Even doing this is painful. Like, what the hell? Nah, to be honest, I'm seeing a neurologist on Tuesday, so. But yeah. But that reminds me, Crazy Gamer. I don't think. Wait, have you been lurking in my streams, or have you just, like, turned up today? Because I'm curious. Like, as of recent, like, my channel's been growing pretty, like, steadily. But then again, I'd say it's been growing more this year than it ever did last year. At least in the beginning. Plus the fact that I've put out, like, Cyberpunk shorts and... Oh, what's the other thing that I put out? Fallout New Vegas. They've been getting, like, tons of views, and I'm sat here like, what the hell? That's actually hilarious. Like, I'm gonna sort out this side, then I'll do the other side. This is actually not too shabby, you know. I might have to. I don't even know where I put my character. That will be interesting to see once I've actually covered this area in trees. Jesus Christ. Later, when I do more design and whatever, I'm gonna add more over here. Because there isn't really much. And again, I did do this. So I have left some room for some more content over here. Not even gonna lie. Alright, time to move on. Bro, I've got so many forest things. To be honest, the organization over here, like, in here is gonna be pants. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, once I've set all the boundaries up, I don't need to worry about anything. That's kind of how I'm doing it. I could imagine someone else trying to work on this project being like, why have you got so many forest things? Drawing everything? Nah, it's not drawing. So we are using splines, as they're called. So basically what splines are, for example, is if I was to use this, let's go there, do that. All this is you're basically pointing out certain spots on the terrain and it fills it in for you. But no, the assets I actually got from Cinti. I'm using Cinti assets because I understand, like, I know a lot of people have seen Cinti assets inside Unity and even in Unreal, but Cinti assets are amazing. The people behind Cinti are amazing. Kind of sweet. Here, look, I'm gonna show you something real quick. save that. I'm going to show you something now. A new pack that I bought. It's amazing. I might have to click on material actually, come to think of it. But yeah, I'm gonna open up the demo scene for the Cyberpunk City, because basically how I want my game to be is kind of similar. So one of the areas is gonna be somewhat like similar to it, because I'm doing so even though yes I'm doing a massive, like, I'm calling it massive, it's not really big, it's not really that big, I don't want it that big anyway. My game is not going to be this big, but as you can see here, like, I just want my game to be somewhat similar, or one part to be somewhat similar. Yeah, no, I did. I made sure that I always make sure I always save. But yeah, so one of the... This is a very, very big scene. But again, like, it's gonna have... It's one of my scenes. I'll show you where it's gonna be, like, when I get to it. I'm looking at doing like an underground cyber city. So it's gonna have similar things, but not quite the same. And that's just something that I've got to figure out. Once I've figured out how the design is going to be, which I will be using reference for, because I don't want it too big. It's not going to be like a massive city, but it's going to be big enough to be classed as a city. This is actually really big. So you'll get places like this where you go upstairs. There's going to be some, like, different platforms, and that's just kind of how I want it. Different platforms, places. Interesting. There's going to be different rooms and stuff like that I'm going to design. Oh yeah, it looks great. This is what I mean. The people who made these assets are amazing. But this is one of my... it's kind of inspired me to make this game. So I'm like, bro, I kind of want to make like a mini cyber city inside of my game. So yeah, I'll be taking probably some of the design, and I will be trying to implement my own, like, taste to it. But again, it will be underground, so this wouldn't make sense. But you know, we'll see how it goes. Like, it's gonna be interesting. I'm actually looking forward to getting to that part. But basically, that is like one of the what's it called? That is going to be one of the last things that I do. Is so how you would be able to access it from my idea anyway. Is there's this city here. I need to design this a bit better, but I just did this because I just wanted to mentally map out how I want things, if that makes sense. This will look better eventually. But yeah, how you would be able to get to it is through this. I know it says hangar exterior ship, but yeah, that is that's where you'll be able to access the mini city. I'm also looking. Again, there are going to be factions as well, because obviously we need factions inside of an open world game. You can't just not have factions in the game. So this is going to be one faction. This is going to be another faction. That's going to be another faction, and so's that. And then there's going to be other factions that lay within the game. But again, this is all going to take me probably the whole year to like map out and stuff like that. So that's one of the reasons why, again, I've been streaming this a lot. Alright, so imagine if I actually add it. Nah. I'm gonna basically keep the game simple. As long as I keep the game simple, I think it will be doable. Not like simple, like Emma's simple. But yeah. I just can't, like, I'm gonna play this in a minute just to see exactly where everything is in terms of like make sure everything is in the right place. Right, let's move this there. Oh, this is gonna be nuts. I'm just gonna do this, right? Like, move this all the way there. Boom. I'm gonna be honest. Move that along the wall. Right, I am actually going to stop the vegetation there for a reason. Actually, I can go a bit further. Actually, I can go a bit further. When I get to the bit where I've basically leveled everything out, just want to make sure, yeah, about that. Go. And now, boom. That will be fine. That will be fine. Oh. There we go. So that's one side. I'm going to do this side. Create forest. But yeah, oh man, this, don't get me wrong, this has already taken quite a lot of time. But to be fair, this is quicker than the way I did the vegetation before. The vegetation before took me like ages. It took me like 2 days. And that was because I was painting everything, making sure that everything was like good. Yeah, that's what I mean. So this is one of the reasons why I actually use tools. It's one of the reasons why I actually always recommend, if anyone does like do things inside either Unity, Unreal Engine, or whatever, either build your own tools or buy them if they are available in whatever game engine it is. Because tools not only save time, it makes things more efficient. Like, for example, if you can't do AI and you're like, nah, you know, you're struggling even if you're struggling with AI. You can just buy the tool and it does it for you. And don't forget, when you're using the tools, and this is what I've always said to people, when people are like, yeah, but assets, I think it's a bit stupid. I'm like, no. What you gotta remember is there's gonna be other people using the asset, you know? And people see that as bad. I don't. The reason why I don't see it as a bad thing is because one of two reasons. Number one, other people using that tool means, you know what it means? Well tested. There'll be very little bugs. Like, for example, I said to my friend before, right? When you compare like character controllers and stuff like that, the problem is when you first do your own, it's going to take you a while to iron them out. Now, I'm not saying if you want to do your own character controller, that's fine, and I think that all power to you. But the problem with doing your own character controller is you're gonna have to test that thing over and over and over again. And the other argument I would say to that is there's plenty of character controllers already out there, and they're pretty good for, like, if you want to get a tech demo, might as well do that. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this area because I'm most likely gonna edit this area quite a bit. It's probably not even gonna look the same as that. Let's have a look. Literally, this is gonna have a different, so many different trees to it. Same as over here. I think we can actually move on and actually make those trees, or those biomes now, actually, come to think of it. But just before we do that, let's go and have a playtest. But yeah, like I said, like, in my opinion, I just think tools are there to be used, and even, there's no shame attached to it, in my opinion. I mean, again, if I was to do this, if I was to do all of these trees on my own, you see how much FPS we got right now? It's flicking between, say, 70 and 90. Bear in mind, this is in editor. Alright, don't get me wrong, I mean, I'm using a 4070 5700X CPU, 32 gigabytes of RAM. I've got quite a beast PC, so I can run this game easy, no problem. But Jesus, look at this, man. I'd say the swamp area looks good. I think, to be honest, once I add maybe a few more like different plants and things inside of there, and fog, that this place is going to be nuts. See, already this looks and feels like a well, not quite like a forest, but I just got to add a few, maybe like get a few more trees to spawn inside those areas, and I think it'll be fine. Grass is longer than the character. Some of them are, some of them aren't. I've got to edit that. But to be fair, I think there's a reason for that. Because I'm not using. I think, to be honest, the grass that I'm using is the tall grass. I'm using tall grass along with this small grass. That I'll show you in a minute. Give me a sec. Right, if I go into Vegetation Studio, but yeah, see, look. If I was to scale this back, Oh wait, hold up. Interesting. Right, now if we play that again. It's not all grass that is taller than the character, but some grass is. I think I can change that though, come to think of it. Hold up. Scale. Interesting. Yeah, see, look. We can actually make it smaller. We can, yeah, we'll make that one smaller. I say with this one, I think that will be fine. Because I think we should have tall grass and long grass. Now if we go here, we can increase that. Now if we go into the game, I think some places there should be longer grass anyway. It would be pretty cool to add anyway, because we could add a hide mechanic. I think that's not too bad. Wait. You should make the character bigger than making the grass smaller. I don't know, because the problem is if I make the character bigger, here's the problem that you will find, for example. Don't forget this is all like Cinti assets as well, so it's like they all fit in certain areas. So that's why I'm making the grass smaller. Technically speaking, the grass isn't supposed to be. There's parts of Vegetation Studio that will actually make the grass bigger than what it's supposed to be, because it decreases foliage. That makes sense, yeah. But like I said, there's certain places where the character's supposed to be, and for example, if I made the character bigger, see, it's already too big to fit in there. Fair enough. But I mean, again, like, technically speaking, in fact, like I said, it's only certain grass. It's not all of them. Right, let me. Personally, I think 1 will be fine for that one. Maybe setting that to 1. So if I set this min-max scale to 0.1 to 1, then basically what happens is you get different various amount of grass at certain heights. So that's basically why the grass was that high to begin with. But I think that should be fine. I'll add like plants and stuff like later. Just to add variation into the grass. Yeah. I think that's fine for now. But yeah. Colliders are a little bit out in some of them. Ain't gonna lie. Ain't gonna lie, some of the colliders are out. Position offset. I'm just gonna set the position on some of these to a bit lower. Because sometimes they are a little bit out. Oh, it's all about the colliders. Can't really tell. Can't really see it, but for now it'll be fine. It'll be fine for the minute. Okay. I'm gonna work on the other biomes. So I'm gonna work on a biome over here and get those trees going, and then once we've done that, then I can take a break. Because I ain't gonna lie, I've been at this for about 2 hours. That is nuts. This whole stream has been basically level design, but that's fine, that's fine. Alright, time to go back into biomes. Right, create data package, vegetation package pro. No textures, we don't need textures. No, we're not going to do a swamp again. I'm going to call it... I'm going to put this under temperate rainforest. But I'm just going to call this rainforest. Doesn't really matter much. It's not a rainforest because, I mean, there's going to be rain pretty much everywhere, so... But yeah. So what I'm going to do now is go... Oh no, I can't create a new one yet. I have to go here, biomes, add. Right, if I do 3, 2, done. Right. Now then, edit items. Rainforest. Right, so now we go to Samurai. Environments. Do you know what? Bamboo. Nah. It won't make sense anywhere right now. But what I will do is plant. Tree. I want so many different trees. And then the grass. I'm just trying to think. I'm gonna leave that as it is, actually. I'm gonna, yeah. Right. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go biomes, create. I'll do that. Rainforest. Right. Bear in mind this is gonna be messed up for the time being. This is going to be nuts. Right, I'm going to move this. Get rid of that. There we go. There's that. There's that. Right. Bro, this is gonna be epic. Look at that. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix the trees. We're gonna have to fix the trees and the grass. I mean, look at that. Looks messy. We'll fix it after. That's fine. Right, move that over there. Hide that goblin camp. But yeah, right. Now I can move this all the way down. Down there. Nope. Move that over there. Nope. Move that. There. Nah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Jesus. Hell no. Right. I believe I can move the others. I could probably do that same, use that same thing and just basically cover this whole area here for the time being. So what I'm gonna do you know what, I'm just gonna stretch it all the way over here. What are you doing? What are you doing? No. Do you know what? I can probably do this. Just do that. Okay. I'm going to move that down a bit, actually, come to think of it. Probably about there. That'll be alright. Move that over there. Right. That is probably, yeah, a bit too close. My liking. Bit too close. And now, this is probably going to be really messy. Just for now. Just for now, and then legit once. You know what? I might be able to move this closer. Yes, I can. In fact, I can probably move Move that there. Jesus, look at that. See what I mean by it's... Oh, God. No. Edit. Redo. Oh, no. Bro, that's annoying. Oh, my God. I accidentally done that. Fucking irritating, bro. Allow it. Rainforest. That is so irritating. Alright, I've got an idea. I'm going to start it from all the way over here, because... Okay. Alright, I can just do it this way. Oh, I don't know why I made that much harder on myself. I'm doing none. Hey, how's it going? Hope all is well. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. To a degree, well, you're not really catching a tail end, because... Oh my days. After this, I'll be swapping to Dragons Dogma. The only reason why I'm doing this today is because I did... Well, every Sunday is going to be Game Dev Sunday. And this is my mini project. What am I making? So, okay, so this is basically I'm calling it a mini open world. It's going to be a mini open world with cyberpunk features. You're probably thinking, what the hell? Why are you making cyberpunk inside of like a forest? I just thought it would be different. To be honest, so like, I've got many different like cyberpunk like little towns. So you got this one here. You got another one here. There's going to be a cyberpunk underground, and they're going to be controlling the overground. That's why it's cyberpunk. Technomancers and everything. Technomancers from Alpha Centauri. That's the idea. I mean, that's the idea of the game that I've got in my head. So I've got a few ideas for the game. It sounds big, but I promise you that I am going to make it, because I've been wanting to make a cyberpunk-like game for a while, and I'm not trying to like. Oh my god, this looks complicated now. Okay, that's nope. Got to move that inward. Same as that. There we go. Really? Well, glad you like it. But yeah, that's the idea. And to be honest, I actually came up with that just now. I knew I was gonna have like some form of like cyberpunk, like technomancer kind of thing. But yeah, I'm thinking, you know, the technomancers control the overground, and there's a reason to that as well, because basically the dungeons that I have, the way the dungeons work, or how I want them to work, is, for example, if we go into, say, for example, this dungeon should be, every time you go into the dungeon, it should change every time. So it shouldn't be the same dungeon. It should be randomly generated. That is kind of my idea, because basically I've only got a few dungeons. So I kind of want every dungeon to have a different feel. So it's like, not every dungeon is going to be the same dungeon. Every dungeon should have like different enemies, depending on your level. I don't know. I'm still trying to work out the ideas and things like that on the dungeons, but that is the idea. Roguelike. Isn't roguelike one life and randomly generated stuff? I can't remember. But it's kind of like that. How long have I been making this? Only a few months. 2 months, actually. I only started like last month. This is like, this is like my second month just doing this. So like, I haven't really been doing this that long, but I've been basically doing a level design and just trying to like get things in place so that once I get to writing the story, I've already got like a simple game design document done, but I never do the game design document before, like, technically I try and make the game with the game design document, if that makes sense, because when you make a game design document, I've made many before, and it's like, I would make it and then I'm like, I can't be bothered. So it's like, right now I'm doing things a little bit differently. I'm making the game along with the game design document. That way it's achievable for me. Do you know what? I might even be able to do this. But yeah, I'm not gonna pull Emil from frickin' Starfield and go, we don't use game design documents. Yeah, no, I think that's just stupid. I always use a game design document when making games, but it's just a lot of the times when I make a game, I make it well out of scope, and it's like, oh, okay, I need to stop. I'll burn myself out. So that's a lot of the times that I've made games, I've burnt myself out. So this game I'm looking at doing differently. I'm looking at taking my time, and this time I'm actually looking at making things smaller and just seeing if I can make like an interesting story with interesting mechanics. Even though, yes, I'm using assets, but assets is going to save me a lot of time in the long run. That's my idea anyway. But yeah, I'm just hoping that people enjoy. Like, I'm just hoping that once I release the demo, I'm just hoping that people enjoy it, and then, you know, once I reach the demo phase, then I can. Jesus Christ, what the hell? There we go. This is nearly done now. But yeah, so other than doing this, I do also stream. Cheers, man. I appreciate that. Honestly, like, even the music that you're listening to, by the way, is all done by yours truly. Minus the drums on this track. That is done by my good friend. Me and him used to make music back in the day. I should really shout him out a lot, actually. I'm wondering if he's got any songs. I might even ask him. Oh yeah, nah, it's all done. Like the guitar, that's all me, man. I play guitar. That's literally me. I'm not even gonna lie. I've actually published a couple of my songs on the channel as well. I need to sort out my songs so I can release even more. But yeah, so it's actually quite funny. Basically, what I do on this channel is I stream playing games. I'm now streaming myself making games, and I also, from time to time, I'll publish a song. That's just what I do. I'm using like a free version of drums though. Usually, these drums aren't mine. I believe that my friend put drums and bass on this track. Yeah, he's put bass on that track. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna sort out the vegetation real quick. So this, I don't want that coming up all the time. Same as this one. Same as, oh yeah, we've done that. It is, but it depends on how you do it. Like, once I actually sort out my music stuff, I might even stream that at some point. But it's a pain. It is a pain. It's expensive. It's expensive. I will say that. That's another problem with a lot of music, or doing music, is it can get really, really expensive. Pretty much the same as game development. I'd actually say music and game development is one of the most expensive hobbies you can get. Cool, man. There's quite a lot of grass there. We don't need that much grass. So I'm gonna pull some of the grass back. So yeah, so now if we go to play the game, even though I've only done one side, I'll probably sort that out soon. So now we're gonna play this is not gonna be the main character. I'm working on that idea at the moment. But yeah, this is basically what the game looks like right now. That's not too bad, actually, come to think of it. The grass is better now. It's not as tall. In fact, cheers, man. I mean, to be honest, the fact that I've only worked on this for about a month, I have to thank Cinti for making the assets. Yeah, I had to pay for it because, bro, I ain't even gonna lie, I can't model. But their models are amazing, especially for low poly. So now I want to travel all the way over to the other side. So yeah, I will be adding. Yeah, modeling takes ages, and so does animation. So I'm going to use I've literally got some animations I can use. I am not animating at all. Rigging is annoying as well, and the fact they've already rigged their characters. These guys are amazing. They literally know what they're doing. This is why I'm only going to be sticking to assets for the time that I'm going to be developing, unless if at one point if I get to the point that I'm like, okay, I'm running a game team again, because I actually used to run a games team myself, like going back years ago. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get into like details as to what happened, because to be honest, there was a lot of allegations against one of my other teammates, and I was just like, yeah, I don't know. And the things that I saw, I was just like, nah, I don't want anything to do with this, man. And it made the team fall apart. So it's just like, yeah, it's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. But yeah, look at that, man. It's unlucky, but you know what? Like, I'm bouncing back slowly. But you know what? Like I said, this game, once AI is in this game will look even better as well. So, again, that's something that I'm gonna save up for, is the Emerald AI. Emerald AI is actually one of the best AI packs I've ever used. And you know what? This looks really good. I can probably, yeah, okay, that's fine. Even if I can walk through it, alright, whatever. I think that'll be fine. But you know what? Before I go into Dragons Dogma, wherever it's a bit too dark, yeah, well, it's not the weather, it's more like the lighting. The lighting I need to fix, but yeah. So I'm not too sure. So basically, let me just double check. Let me see if I can find out what time it is in the... Hold up, if I go to weather, can I find out what tool it is? Not tool, can I find out the time? I don't know if you can tell, but like, it is getting... I don't know if it's getting light or if it's getting darker. I can't really tell. Oh, okay, it's getting darker. Hold up. If I do this, is there a way I can... Is there a way I can figure out what the forecast is right now? Kind of information. Swirling wind. No, we don't need that. Whatever. Alright. I might have to, give me a second. Let me make it overcast. Let me make it overcast and see if that changes everything. This is a completely new tool for me. So I'm still trying to get used to it. Yeah, there you go. So there's the sun. So yeah, it's not as dark as what I thought it would be, but it's fine. So like, if I stand here, right, what we're going to do now is we're going to go current settings. So it's about midday. Yeah, see, look at that. That is sick. Now I want to see what it's like dark. There you go. That isn't too bad, you know. That's not like completely dark. I would say that's just about right. But yeah, I think it depends on the weather. So overcast, you can see the weather clearly, right? Obviously in a thunder, it's gonna be dark because, you know, I know you can't really hear it. So that's probably another thing you'll be able to tell sooner or later. Once you get to playing the game and stuff. Current date 8. I don't think that matters much. Yeah. So there you go. Holy cow, look at that, man. But yeah, this is a really nice weather system. I literally bought it because it's mostly used for low poly. I have Enviro, I have the other one as well, Unistorm. This one fits this game. Cozy. Cozy. Distant Lands cozy weather system is amazing. It actually fits this game. And that's kind of what I wanted it for. So that's... Technically, I could achieve the same thing inside Enviro and the other one, but to be honest, the fact this comes with effects and stuff, this easily beats it. And I mean, the post-processing, I don't even have to speak on that, man. I don't think I need to touch the post-processing. I think the post-processing is fine. I mean, again, like, you can see the FPS in the top right corner. Okay, it'll drop down to like 60, but don't forget this is just in the game engine as it is. Outside of the game engine, it'll run even better. Right, so guys, what I'm gonna do real quick is this. Let me go into this. And go here. Do we have a rotation offset? Okay. I wish that it would have had a rotation offset range, but it doesn't. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, right, I'm gonna move on because I wanna try and like take a break from this for now. I don't wanna like overdo everything. But now it actually looks fine. So I'm gonna move on to Dragons Dogma and play some of that for a bit. Yeah, like I said, so just before I move on, I'm gonna say this. Next week, Sunday, I am hoping to move on to doing the gameplay elements for the game. So feel free to join me for that, because that is where I'm going to be designing and coming up with ideas for the gameplay. So if you want to join me for that, next Sunday is going to be the day where I'm most likely going to be talking to you guys and saying, okay, anyone got any ideas for like gameplay stuff, and I'll literally write it all down, and then basically I'll write everything down, and then basically in my own head I'll just try and figure out what makes sense. And then basically I think as well, like, I might use like the next week to write part of the story. And then yeah. Right, so let me save this. I'm gonna save that. And just before, right, I just want to open up the scene, make sure everything is saved, and then we jump straight into Dragons Dogma, because we ain't just a game dev channel, we are also a gamer too. The best developers are gamers, in my opinion. Yep, it's all saved. But yeah, no, I'm gonna be real, yeah. Like, I personally think it's true, because the only one who gets gamers is gamers themselves, right? So if a developer doesn't play these type of games, what are you doing? You're in the wrong industry. I think that you should really be playing games. Like, if you know, I'm pretty sure I heard about League of Legends. Um, League of Legends always play a different game, or they play like games before they go into development, and that's pretty sick if they can do that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think we're all good here. So right, let me go and run Dragons Dogma. And we're gonna change. I'm gonna change the title. I can't even remember what I was doing in Dragons Dogma. I messed up on one thing on Dragons Dogma as well, though. But yeah, most of the time now, though, I play like Cyberpunk for obvious reasons. I mean, I'm making a Cyberpunk game, so it makes sense, right? Yeah, cool. So I'm just trying to set this up. It's quite loud. Now, let me get Dragons Dogma Dark Arisen. And then we've got game audio. Let's switch. There we go. Right, I'm gonna move that to that. Make sure this... Once I've got this set up, I'm gonna change the title so it's not clickbait, alright guys? It's not clickbait. We were just doing that, we're just moving on. I remember my friend, he literally went from, it was Call of Duty Black Ops to another game, and they went, "This is clickbait," and I'm like, no. I'll go now. Cheers, man. Well, I'm glad you found the channel, but yeah, take care, man. Hey, if you enjoy this content, fair enough, man. That's all I want. That's all I care about, is at least you guys are enjoying it. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Take it easy, and I hope you have a good day, man. Again, thank you, and cheers for the support, man. It means a lot to me. It really does. I ain't even gonna lie, like, it seems like YouTube is recommending my channel. But yeah, cheers, man. Hope you have a good day. Man, you guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. And I didn't even copy the... Oh, that's... Right. I'm gonna change the thumbnail to Dragons Dogma, or not Dragons Dogma 2. We will be playing that though. Dragons Dogma, as soon as that game comes out, we are playing that, man. I'm so looking forward to that game. I hope that game comes out good. Yo, also cheers for the 449 subs, man. Ain't even gonna lie. You guys are literally, I ain't even gonna lie, everyone is not killing the channel, but Jesus Christ, 8 likes as well. Cheers for the 8 likes, I didn't even see that. Again, you guys are just amazing. Dragons Dogma, Dark Arisen, save. Oh wait, I forgot to change the category. We'll do that now. I also need to change this. So let's go to edit. Dragons Dogma. Dragons Dogma. Such a great game, man. Oh wait. Done. Right, now I need to go back to YouTube. Make sure I've got that all set up. But yeah, so Dragons Dogma is going to be, I'm hoping to complete that soon. Dragons Dogma. Dark Arisen. Oh yeah. Right, I'm going to turn that off now because we don't need it. Right. Save. There you go. We are now playing Dragons Dogma. Let's go. Let's go. I enjoy this game so much. I think this is one of, like, this is definitely a top game. Top game.
Tis hard to see in this darkness.
Can't even remember what I was even doing. I remember now. I know what I was doing. We have to. We're infiltrating a goblin.
This is a fight best avoided, Master.
Their numbers make them a threat.
Through here and we'll
I
be
feel
to the
familiar
goblin's
with this
den.
area now.
Ouch! No!
That Cyclops is armored!
No! Quick! We can't rest or anything.
I've learned that this area
No corner unsearched.
is hard to see in this darkness.
Oh wait.
Fear we'll find something good to us.
This looks interesting.
Sure it will serve.
What's this?
Okay. You know, we might have to fight them, you know. We're gonna have to fight them. We're gonna have to fight them. I don't think there's another way around this.
This is a fight best avoided, Master.
Their numbers make them a threat.
It's too dangerous to attempt ourselves.
Yeah, you might be right.
Master! Cyclones!
Help me!
Shit.
The Cyclones is out!
Why are you eating my companions and stuff? Keep going. Get up.
Cyclops is armored. Traveling slow.
Gonna wreck you. Can't. Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Stab! Stabby stab! I just remembered something. Sorry guys. I just remembered. Start recording. Don't worry, I've done this before. I messed up this recording, that's fine. We've got to take this one out. Cut it off! Why are you coming up?
Refreshment is in order.
Every time it moves. See, this is why I'm gonna be. This is why I'm gonna play as the same class. Bro. Yes, keep going, keep going.
I'll take that.
What do you mean a small person might be able to fit? Oh, hold up.
It's shut fast. How do you suppose we open it?
Can one of you give me a boost? Don't even think that's possible. I don't know what.
Perhaps we'll find out. the ballista from here.
Okay.
Now! Attack! This will let us strike foes with fire.
Come on. Did I get it? I think so. Ouch. I thought I would be alright. Never mind. Oh, what's this? Okay. Let's see.
Take care. From here on.
Ah!
Swarm with goblins.
I think I know what it's supposed to do. I think I know what it's supposed to do.
This is a fight best
Their
avoided,
numbers make
Master.
them a threat.
Perhaps we'll find aught inside.
It is wiser to take the stairs. Get a view of the place from above. The switch is only useful to us hold. Let's search the cottage.
Alright, let me go and check out the other.
That ballista had we away too.
We'll need the missing part to make use of the switch. Let's look around.
Let's go down.
We'll need the missing part to make use of the switch. Let's look around.
There must be some way in. Let's have a closer look at the walls.
No choice but to scale
Look.
that ladder.
It must open from the far side.
Treasure, perhaps?
Curative will serve.
Let's beat him up.
Will you battle? I'll take this. We'll rout them.
Strength in numbers, Arisen.
Jesus.
I'll take that.
Port crystal. I wonder if we actually need that. Alright, let's go back. Feather cape. Copper ore. Ah! So if we were tiny, we could have come through that way. Okay. Interesting. I'm wondering how good Dragons Dogma 2 is going to be. Man, I'm actually looking forward to that game so much. Don't know about you guys. Yeah! Oh.
Splendid work, Arisen. Now, we must rout the beasts for good. After me, man.
What? Where are the people? Oh. Yeah.
Splendid work, Arisen. Now, we must rout the... Splendid. Now, we must rout the...
Assisting the knights will make this an easy battle.
Mankind is weak to fire. First strike shall be mine.
Shall we climb up and survey the area? Splendid. Now,
What are we doing now? Huh.
shut fast.
What's that?
I wonder how long we have to do this now. Oh. Oh, I get it now. Oh, okay, okay.
There's a chance to win a trophy worthy of your skill, sir. Go, put them to the blade.
Oh, I wanted to smash the table. No!
Snatch up any tusks you break free.
Yeah, that was my job! You messed it up as well. Yeah, didn't come close.
See you going, searching this area now.
Oh, he's mad with rage.
Yeah, move. Try and get him into you.
I'll lead us to the stone thrower. That Cyclops is armored. Cannot break this armor. Brilliant people. The helm now, attack! Perhaps find let that helm
Stop it. Stop it.
Let's have that helm off.
Run!
Cyclops is armored.
Come over here, big boy. That's it.
Its armor is rent!
Oh, grab hold of it!
Perhaps grinding up to his helm.
Stop jumping.
That Cyclops is armored. Falling. Now, attack! His armor is rent.
Bro,
Our chance.
this is nuts.
Cannot beat his armor. Hit it.
A hobgoblin arisen. Be wary.
They grow frenzied!
It is far stronger than a common goblin, a hobgoblin arisen.
Their kind is weak to fire.
Oh, I want to be.
We have triumphed.
They grow frenzied! Strike the fallen!
Rain steel upon it.
destruction too. Humans want a dragon. Well, kill each other. Kill all you like. The end is mine.
So he runs off. Oh. We're going down. I know where
The
to
beasts
find
are fled and the horde retaken! Victory is ours!
it. No, it's not.
Victory!
I should have
Victory
jumped
is
after
ours.
it, but I would have most likely either lost a lot of health or whatever. I don't know.
All glory to the Duke! I've gained quest knowledge.
Magnificent, sir. The hold is ours once more. I've sent word of your feats onto the capital. The Duke will be most pleased, as are we all. Pray, accept this token of our thanks and esteem, Arisen. Still, their number was too great. No such horde existed in days past. I fear it an ill omen of things to come. Pray, let it not be too late to stem this tide.
We've got some money there. I know that we're gonna have to go. Hold up.
We've retaken the hold. This place will know a new master now.
We've retaken the hold. This place will know a new master now.
They all say the same thing. Good to know. Well, we've done it now. So we've done that. Now we should go back. To be honest, I know I've only been playing this for about 20 minutes. But I'm gonna have to take a bit of a break. Which means I'm still gonna be streaming, but I just need to take a wee little bit of a break. Grab some food, get a drink, and yeah.
It is known as the Shadow Fort.
But I'll do that in a minute.
Against the goblin invasion.
I'll do it on the 4-hour mark. 2 o'clock. So about 20 minutes.
By the looks of it, it is a grand and sturdy fortress.
Move. I just wanted to see that. All my people are low health, man.
Lands where men fear to dwell, monsters always fill the void. The target to Arisen are mine. Goblins, in the fight!
This ends it.
Monsters never want for hiding spots in the forest. Strength comes, Arisen.
A hobgoblin Arisen.
Goblins like fire!
Let's have a look. We have triumphed.
Let's go on the map. We need to head back. So we gotta go back to that cave. You see these guys? Use that and boom.
I dare say this road scarce sees civilian use.
But yeah, I love this game. I just want Dragons Dogma 2 to be as good
Stay
as
on your
this.
guard, Master.
If it's as good as this, we've updated the alt stuff and whatever,
From the mountains.
and feels better, man, that might be game of the year this year. But I will say that if they want game of the year, Maybe it was a bit too...
Attack!
Oh, ain't you lucky that we are here?
You battle. I'll take this.
And something to help with Vision. I can't remember which one it was. Which one was it that restores vision? Nope. 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 Nope.
Silence the hornblower!
Who is the one there?
Find its saber's edge!
Punitive will serve. Thank you, sir. Truly.
Oh, cutscene. Oh! Alright. Cool. Sweet. We can move on. I take it... Whereabouts? This cave isn't too far, it's just up ahead. Alright, so if we take this cave, we go back.
This passage links south and central branches. It is a land rife with spots where useful materials may hide. I'll take that.
But yeah, so again, I hope everyone is enjoying these streams, and I hope everyone is enjoying the content so far. If you are, feel free to hit the like, consider subscribing if you are new, and feel free to follow on Twitch as well. Also, don't forget, we also have a Discord, so feel free to join the Discord as well. I will be I am looking at building up the community in Discord for the game as well, so this will be interesting. This will be very, 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 very interesting. Let's see what happens, man. I ain't even gonna lie. Literally today, yesterday, day before, this whole week has been nuts. To be honest, I've been getting more views the start of this year than the beginning of last year. So not just views though, also subs.
Shield is useless.
Let's have its armor and shield off.
Strength in numbers.
Stuff it. Let's just head to the capital.
Seems all roads lead to Grand Soren.
That's where we gotta go.
Danger stalks even the city streets.
Stray from the roads and we'll soon find monsters, Arisen. Monsters can strike day or night, even in the shadow of Grand Soren's walls. This looks interesting. War has not been kind to this place.
I'm wondering.
Castle walls? The ruins of such?
What I like about the whole picking up and throwing mechanic is if you're one of your companions is in trouble, you just grab them from over there, do your bit, and then go after them, and you know you can just move them out of combat. What I will like is if Dragons Dogma 2 is completely open world and you can do anything you want. That would be sick. If they have like open world elements, like where you can make your own choices and
This
stuff.
way
that'd be
leads on
sick.
to the encampment.
The city has amenities to suit every need. Armorers, apothecaries, and interest.
How fair
Also, some weapons can be further enhanced.
This inn can serve as the hub of our journeys.
Have your pick. Any you like. What will it be today?
In fact, I'll tell you what.
Understood.
Coming to think of it,
Rest, manage inventory and skills.
I might actually, yeah, you know what? I just remembered I've got a ton of stuff to edit. So what I'm gonna do, guys,
Dreadfully easy to while away hours just shopping.
I know technically speaking, this is about 10 minutes early, but I can't even lie. I've got a few things to sort out, but I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow and Tuesday I might be a bit late because tomorrow I need to go to Costco. I need to get a couple of things because, like I said, I was waiting for a fridge today, so I've got to basically pack out the fridge again. And oh, that was annoying. Nope. And Tuesday I've got an appointment in the morning, so I'll probably stream. Because I'm ending the stream early today, I'll be doing more hours tomorrow. So that's what I'm gonna do today. So anyway, if you guys enjoyed the stream, make sure to hit the like, consider subscribing if you're new, and feel free to join the Discord. Also, if you're on Twitch, feel free to follow me on Twitch. I will be, again, next weekend I'll be streaming, most likely, depending on how long it takes me with the whole game development stuff, we'll see how things go. I've got a few things to tidy up and things like that, but yeah, other than that, pretty much same goes for next week. We're going to be doing, so tomorrow I'm going to be playing this game. I'll be continuing on from where I am right now, and day after is going to be Cyberpunk. Day after that, probably Fallout New Vegas, Baldur's Gate 3, all the other games. But yeah, anyway guys, I'll see you guys in the next stream, and take it easy. I'll see you. Hope you have a good day, and thank you for tuning into the stream. Peace. See you later.